Hey, happy Friday. Welcome to Over 40 Fit and Fabulous. So this is like my fourth attempt to do this video. The first one, YouTube lost it when I went to go do an upload, and then the last two were interrupted by a phone call. So, to be expected based on this week that I had, which kind of sucked. So this week was full of triggers and emotional issues, which for anybody who's trying to maintain a healthy weight can always be somewhat of a struggle. So I'm just chillaxing on my couch and waiting to go out with my husband and have a nice relaxing glass of wine. So let me tell you a little bit about what happened this weekend that caused me to fall off the bandwagon, so to speak. So many of you know that I had lost my mom about a year ago last Christmas, and my mother was the sole caregiver of my grandmother. So when my mother passed, I have my grandmother, who's 93 years old, who is in decent health, but she has mobility issues and things like that. So she had recently been in a nursing home and came home this week, and the nursing home discharged her with some services that we thought that she needed, but came to find out she needed a lot more services than they wrote her up for. So we're dealing with the state and trying to get people in to help her out, and it's just been really awful. I've had to work from her house a lot of the time, and deal with the state and social workers and different caregivers and nurses and doctors and physical therapists and nurses' aides and housekeepers and companions and personal care assistants, and I just never knew there was so many roles out there for people. So long story short was my grandmother and my mother lived together, and they kind of co-raised me. And so I went back to the house that I was raised in and taught all these wonderful bad food habits and ways of eating. So when I went there, and I was faced with a lot of, just a lot of stress and emotion, and so I was stress eating and eating the wrong things, the wrong times. I wasn't getting my water in, and just not eating enough, then eating the wrong things. And the only thing that stayed consistent for me this week is the gym. Thank God I had the gym to vent on, and all those barbells and dumbbells. And funny thing is, I had a great week at the gym, and I did a lot of personal bests. Did my cardio at home in the morning, and so at least that stayed consistent. I still feel like I'm getting really strong, because that's really good, because next week, Tuesday, I start my diet for a prep for the two shows in June 2nd and June 9th. So that's a good segue for my next topic. I've gotten so many questions from people about why I decided to get into competitive bodybuilding after having weight loss surgery. And the answer is kind of simple. It's just something I've always loved to do. I can remember back even in high school, I was the only girl ever in the weight room, and I loved to do the leg press, and because I felt like I could do just as much as the guys could, and I just loved competing with myself and watching those numbers go up and just feeling really strong and powerful and empowered, and that was a really cool feeling for me. And maybe I did that because I was never really involved in any other competitive sports. One, being overweight, and two, being a girl. They didn't have a lot of sports for women in high school in the 70s and early 80s. So that was just something I kind of did for myself. And then I got back into it about 17 years ago. I had lost a lot of weight through Jenny Craig, and found myself in the gym again, and really gravitated to the weights. And I thought at that time that I would really like to do competition, but I didn't really know what competing meant back then. I just kind of knew that there was something out there. I didn't know what it is that I wanted to do, but I thought that I would do a good job at competing. So I then had gotten pregnant with my second son, and subsequently gained 100 pounds, and kind of put those dreams aside for raising children. And then, when I got back to the gym again and did my cardio and got my weight somewhat manageable, I found myself gravitating to those weights again. And I said, this time I'm really going to do it. And I got the right trainers involved and made my dreams a reality 2 years in a row. So this is going to be the third year. I'll be 40. Well, I am 47. So I'm going to do it again in June. 2 shows. June 2nd, June 9th. June 2nd is in Connecticut. June 9th is in Massachusetts. The federation is INFB. I'm going to be doing figure as well as fit body. So if you want to Google INFB, fit body or figure, you can kind of see what it is that I do up there on stage. So I really hope to get a trophy. Last year my best placement was 6th place. Pretty much all around I had gotten 6th, so it was just 1 place away from a trophy. This year I'm starting off less weight, actually less scale weight than when I started my prep last year, and I'm starting off stronger. So I can only hope that I'm going to look better on the stage. I'm prepping for the same amount of time, so my goal is to look a heck of a lot better. And again, another good segue to another topic, and this really is exciting me. I actually scheduled my date for a liposuction on March 6th, and I'm hoping and praying that this is not going to impact my prep at all. And the liposuction is on my knees, and I know that's kind of a weird place to get it, but I feel my legs look like they're in two big chunks, and my bottom half and my top half don't go together seamlessly. They look very chunky. So I'm hoping that the liposuction is going to help sculpt the knee area to make my legs look a little leaner, and a little bit more sculpted and more of a single line instead of what I call 2 chunks. And I'm really excited, and regardless of whether or not I competed or not, having that little extra sculpting done is going to give me a lot more confidence to wear shorts and shorter skirts and dresses, which I feel after I've come this way, I would love to be able to wear without feeling embarrassed a short dress or a short skirt. Since I was deprived of that all these years, please let me wear a miniskirt just once and feel good. So that's kind of my goal right now. It's like, don't put me in a short skirt. I go shopping with my girlfriends who are like, oh, try this on. I'm like, nope, it's above my knee. Forget it, I'm not wearing it. So, and leggings too. It's like, I won't wear leggings because I still have that whole knee thing going on. So I think that will give me a little bit more confidence. So another thing that I started this week that I'm super excited about is that I started my class for bariatric weight loss life coaching. So that's going to be a fantastic tool for me to have, along with my personal training certification, to really help these overweight women who have just faced obesity all their life, just finally overcoming it both in the gym and mentally as a coach. I can help them with their nutrition. So I'm really taking a full holistic integrated approach to my coaching and training for folks. It's not going to just focus on, how many miles can you run and let's just lose weight that way. It's not going to focus on let's eat 500 calories and lose weight that way. It's not just going to focus on go get some psychotherapy and lose weight that way. No, it's really much more than that. For you to be successful in any type of weight loss journey, whether or not you had surgery or not, is to make the whole mind, body, and spirit connection. Along with what I can offer, I have affiliates in my back pocket that can help with massage therapy if you have issues with stress and anxiety. I've got my massage therapist. I have my Reiki masters. I have a lot of other people that I can refer folks to make sure that they are 100% healthy of mind, body, and spirit, so they can continue their weight loss journey and be successful. So that's really my goal, and I hope someday I can have a fully integrated business that that focuses on the middle-aged, overweight woman who has faced obesity all their life to really overcome that and be the woman that they really want to be. Not that somebody else wants them to be, but what they want to be, and be healthy through their mind, body, spirit. Again, it's kind of a theme for me. So that's what's going on in my life. So I think that's about it for today. So next week, what I think I want to do is start showing you some exercises that you can start incorporating. I can't even talk today. Incorporating at home. And I have talked about this before. Your planks, your wall squats, some yoga poses that work your entire body that you don't need to go to the gym for. I know a lot of people that are still overweight don't want to go to the gym, and that's cool. Someday you may want to. Someday you maybe never will have to. You can walk and you can do some strength training with your own body weight right at home. Nothing wrong with that. Don't ever make or let someone force you into a fitness program that you don't feel comfortable in. Never do that. So I'm going to be here and I'm going to show you each week some things that you can do at home to keep yourself strong. So next Friday, or whenever you choose to watch my video, I want you to have a pair of comfortable pants and top on, and we're going to start exercising, okay? So I don't know what I'm going to do for next week. I know I have a lot of requests for back exercises, so I might do something with that. Also, I've had a couple of questions on how to spot reduce areas, especially the lower belly. I'll get into that just for a brief second, but I'm going to talk more about that in my other segments. So there's certain body parts that can be resculpted. There isn't a certain body part that you can pinpoint for weight loss. So point taken on the lower stomach. If you've lost a significant amount of weight or have had cesarean sections and lots of children where your stomach skin is stretched out and then retracted and stretched out again, or you've lost over 50 pounds and you're over, I'm going to say 25 years old and your skin's not as elastic as it used to be, there is likely to be some excess skin hanging. And other than having plastic surgery for your stomach, there's really not a whole lot else that you can do. If you're young and you've had a baby, most likely your stomach will bounce right back. When you're in your late 30s and 40s, you've got age and really in gravity working against you. So other than keeping the area well moisturized and keeping your body well hydrated, there's not a lot you can do, especially for that lower stomach area. So plastic surgery in some cases really is the only way for you to get rid of the extra skin that's hanging there. I had a tummy tuck. I would do it again in a heartbeat. I absolutely love my flat stomach. And if that's something that's holding you back mentally or for your self-confidence, absolutely consider it. The first week was hell. I'm not going to lie about that. But after that, it was just smooth sailing. I love my tummy tuck, and I'll show you guys one of these days. As you know, I don't even like to show my body still because my mind still tells me that I'm fat. But one of these days, I will get up the nerve to do that. Now, other body parts. Can you spot reduce the arm, the hangy stuff underneath your arm? So no, you can't spot reduce it, but what you can do is fill it up with muscle so the skin doesn't hang. So lots of tricep exercises. I have not had plastic surgery on any other place other than my stomach. I have filled up all my skin pretty much, except my knees, with muscle. So that is a way to resculpt your body. You are not losing or spot reducing the skin. You are simply filling it up with nice toned muscle, so your skin looks nice and firm. So we'll talk more about that. So get the spot reducing mentality out of your mind and put in filling up that skin with nice firm muscle, and you'll look nice and lean and firm, and you'll be very happy with the results. And believe me, you won't look bulky, not at all. So next week, get ready to work out a little bit. I think it's going to be really exciting. And I am going to go have a glass of wine because as of Tuesday, I will not have another glass of wine or a piece of cake or anything until June 10th. So you may find me a little crabby every once in a while, but it's so worth it. I'm so glad that you guys are going to follow me on my journey for the next competition, and I'll certainly do some YouTube blogging right from the show too, so it'll be really, really exciting. I'm looking forward to it. So until next Friday, keep up the good fight, get your cardio in, do some strength training, get your water in, make good food choices, unlike me this week, but we're not all perfect and I'm not going to beat myself up about it. I know my triggers, and we just gotta keep going, right? So guys, hopefully this is going to upload this time because I'm not going to do it again. We'll see y'all next week. Bye.